The learning objectives of this section are highlighting that ARPA system does not give any preferences to a ship. State that all manoeuvres should be executed as early as possible. All computer systems can have software errors which may cause problems. Many of today's ARPA systems are impressive, good-looking and expensive pieces of equipment with a lot of functions and features, which may have various practical values. One should never forget that no system, however advanced, is better than the weakest part of the chain. Possibilities for error in an ARPA system do exist. It's most important that the operator is aware of this fact and tries to minimise the effect of these errors at all times. Having said this, a technical good working ARPA used by a qualified and responsible navigator is a marvellous piece of safety equipment which can make the navigator's job much, much easier, more interesting and above all, much safer. An ARPA system in the hands of unqualified personnel is not only dangerous, but can indirectly be the main reason for an accident. Unfortunately, several collisions can be traced back to improper use of ARPA. Also, the classification societies, maritime organisations and the system manufacturer is to be blamed. Much more could and should have been done to reduce the possibility for erroneous operation and to standardise procedures. Errors in an ARPA system can be divided into groups. Errors in sensors, radar, log, gyro, etc. Errors in ARPA software. Errors in ARPA hardware. Errors in interpretation of the actual display. Some of these errors have already been discussed. Others are too technical to be included in this course. So we will concentrate on errors in interpretation of the display here. Nevertheless, the operator must try to check all input sensors and the data presented by the ARPA system as often as possible. Working out a good checklist for your ARPA and using this is a good start. When working with computerized systems, always remember, rubbish in, rubbish out. Simple as that. There are many options for misinterpretation of the information provided on the ARPA display. Raster scan ARPA display lockup. This error can have serious consequences if not detected, as the display will continue to show vessel in same position at the same time when the lockup occurred, when in fact the vessel is actually in a different location. Mixing trial and real-time information. When this happens, the consequences can be very serious. Wrong speed input or overlooking type of speed input to the ARPA can have serious consequences during periods of reduced visibility. No correction for gyro course error before input to ARPA. Misinterpretation of display symbols may cause severe problems. Operating long periods in impure presentations may have serious consequences. Exclusive reliance on ARPA will sooner or later give you a problem. Remember that ARPA is only a navigational aid and that its limitations, including those of its sensors, make exclusive reliance on ARPA dangerous. The majority of ARPA systems manufactured today provide an automatic acquisition feature. This feature may reduce operators' workload during busy periods, and thus contributing positively to safer sailing. However, the operator should be aware of the fact that most ARPA systems are less sensitive in auto acquisition mode than in manual acquisition mode. This is one good reason not to rely on the new target warning only, but at regular intervals visually observe the ARPA screen to make sure that all targets are acquired. When operating an ARPA system in auto-acquire mode, visual observation of the ARPA screen is not only required, but also very much a question about good seamanship and common sense. Philosophy is good, but not on a ship's bridge.